Are using this Labor Day to speak up about their rights. Less than 5% of the private workforce is unionized here in South Carolina, but that small group is making sure their voices are heard during a march through downtown Columbia today. Our Brawley's Pimentel was there. She's live now at the State House. What's the group asking for here?
Union members and their allies marched right here this afternoon to the State House. They say workers are under attack and they want to change the narrative on how workers are treated in South Carolina. Local labor unions and community members chanting outside the State House for a Workers Over Billionaires rally and march on Monday. More than 70 different unions from across the state, all carrying similar signs to fight corporate greed and demand a better quality of life. Boris Gibson, the president of the state's AFL-CIO, says they're giving a voice to workers.
The issue is unfair wages, unfair work practices, unsafe environments. You know, when you go to work, you want to go to work where you'll be able to come home and the same way you left, you want to come home to your family.
Gibson says most workers aren't able to work in safe environments or get fair wages because there isn't a union or they can't join one, with threats from their bosses. According to the latest Bureau of Labor Statistics, 61,000 workers in South Carolina were in a union in 2024. That's a little less than 3% of the workforce. Worker advocate Angel Lee says health care and proper benefits are amongst rights they deserve.
Here in South Carolina, 78% of us have no paid family or medical leave. 1 in 5 of us is an immigrant. And people with disabilities like myself know this, that disability rights are workers' rights.
Lee says every worker, immigrant, and disabled person is rising up against billionaires and demanding that elected officials make a change.
When we fight, we win! When we fight, we win!
Lee says they demand fairness, dignity, and the freedom to live, work, and retire in security. Other union leaders agree and say they will not stand for the pain or mistreatment any longer.
Like, we need the protection, we need the money. At this point, everybody has these passions for all these jobs, but the passion's getting watered down because we're getting treated like bottom of the barrel trash, and it's not right. It's not fair at all.
Union leaders say it's important to be vocal, but every worker should be at every election. They say voting for people who care about the working class will bring real results. Live at the State House, I'm Brawley's Pimentel. Watch Fox News, Local First.